I'm just a baby in all of this. There's the depth of knowledge in it is really, really deep and rich, and there's kind of never ending. So I'm just starting with all these things, and even though so much has been lost, I don't know if I'll be able to learn it all in my lifetime. But it matters a lot to me because of how much it's changed my life, and that's all I can really talk about because I don't really know anything else. And I think I could never have really known until I actually stepped into it, and being out there and digging those roots and planting them back and gathering the pine nuts and planting them back and gathering the berries and planting them back. There's something in that whole circle that there aren't any words that I know for, but I think it's changed me more deeply than anything could change me. And I think people who have done it know what I mean. Something in these old foods is very powerful, I guess. And I remember the first time that I ate one of these roots, I didn't really like the taste, and there was like something inside me that was resisting it. And when I came back the second time and I ate the root again, it was like I couldn't get enough, and I'd never eaten food like that again, and my whole body changed. And I remember looking around at the land, and instead of just thinking, oh, you know, I'm connected with it, or having that kind of idea about things, it was like I really couldn't feel a separation. And when the wind was coming, it was really my breath, and when I was touching those plants, it was like my hands, you know, it was like there was no separation. And I think that's probably me touching something that's very old that I barely know, but is crying out to come back. And these ways don't belong to me, they belong to all of us, and that's why we've come here, is just to invite you to come, and you know, we want to help you, and we want to just offer our hands to however we can help you in this way, and because we're going to keep doing it because we know that's what we have to do. So we want to thank your ancestors for carrying these ways for so long, and you know, opening the bundle to us in this way, because I think we'd be lost without it. Yeah.
Courtney, while you're doing that, can you say a few things?
My name is Courtney, and Seda is the person that has brought me to this way. And I met Finisia a couple of years ago. We got together and we went out. There was a few gardens that she supposed would be there in Eastern Oregon, and she didn't know, but by the name Devil's Valley and Hell's Canyon and stuff like this, that there would be food there. And we went searching the first day all through the land, and we didn't find anything, and it was getting dark, but we figured we'd go out to the second spot that she told us where it would be. And we get out and we just see expanse of roots were growing there, and we knew it was gonna be getting dark, and she might be worrying about us, and it was time to go make camp. But we saw all the roots, the yampa, and so the next day we came back and we were digging, and we found that it was a huge garden, an ancient garden that your people had planted a long time ago. And for us to have found this garden, maybe we can restore that way and bring it back to the people. And you know, I feel like growing up, there's been a kind of a hole inside of me, and I didn't know what it was that could be missing. But as soon as I came out here, I realized that I feel whole, and all my stresses and tension from the city are gone. And when I'm gathering nuts, I feel very much at peace. And I think it's really important to be doing this work, not only for ourselves, but the earth has given a great gift, and we want to share it. Many people don't know of this and think that planting a garden or starting a farm is a way to get back to the earth and to live on the land. But when you're doing that, be aware that these roots are being killed to grow your plants that are going to wear out the water. And these plants, you don't have to water them. You just, when you break the earth at the right time, the seeds will fall back in, and thus replanting themselves. And together with the roots and the pine nuts and the berries, there's an ancient tradition of making pinch cakes, and that's what we're doing today. Is we're grinding the roots, and these are the shelled pine nuts that we gathered up at Bob Scott in Tokima, and these are some berries that Seda has brought to us from the west, and we're going to mix them together. This food is not something that is just filler. This food feeds the soul when you pick it, and it feeds the soul and your body when you eat it. You're able to pick more roots and nuts and gather berries. In this way, by eating the food, you feel fully sustained. And I think that in areas that are already decimated in cities, you know, plant your gardens, but come out here and see what a real garden is.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What kind of berries?
That's a mix of huckleberries and salal berries. Something too that I wanted to say is we come here kind of seeming a little sad or a little down, and there is a heaviness sometimes that we feel, not in the work itself, but just in presenting this work to people, because a lot of people will say that they're interested, and it's like so brainwashed out of us to even have any kind of interest in this, that so many people kind of just turn away from it or turn back from it. But besides that, I just wanted to say there is a lot of joy in it, and even though we kind of seem like sad, I think that's our spirit of humbleness coming to you, just with our, you know, our hands open to you. But we have so much fun out there, and we're almost always smiling and laughing, so we don't want to give you the wrong impression.
Yeah, that's true.
That we're like in a bad mood about it, because even, you know, the way I think about it is that even if this thing is meant to die, and even if it is on its way out, which I'm not praying for, but even if that's true, it's still worth it, you know, because of how much it gives and how much it's changed my life, that to just keep walking that way. And so that's the only thing that really feels good to me. And every time I go back to other ways, nothing really makes sense. Nothing really falls into place. But whenever I'm here, it's like all of these messages just flood in, and everything's really clear, and Spirit's just talking everywhere I turn. So I think there's some real power in that.